Hey everyone, it's Noah here, and I'm probably going to stop doing that "Hey guys, Noah here," coming at you with another video thing because I don't know, it feels like that's just growing out on me. So I'm just probably gonna have this intro or whatever whenever I want, like whatever I say in the beginning, I'll say depending how I feel, blah blah blah. So anyway, let's just get on to this video. Today I'm going to be talking to you guys about possible trades the Florida Panthers might have. I mean, it could possibly happen because on Twitter and Facebook recently, I've been seeing a bunch of rumors saying, oh, all these trades, blah, blah, blah. And I mean, I didn't see a lot of them, but they're like high quality trades. I mean, you guys understand what I'm saying. And if you guys are on like Twitter and you follow the Panthers or Facebook or even Instagram, you guys might see these things happening. I'm sorry. And I'm just doing this, just in case if you guys don't have Twitter or like any social media except YouTube, to like keep you informed. I mean, that's another thing about this channel. I want to keep all of you guys informed about the Panthers and hockey in general. But anyway, let's get to the video. I've seen two trades. Two trades. I'd like to discuss them and what are the benefits for us and the other team and what are we losing, yes, so on. So our first trade is and guys, remember, again, these are just rumors. I doubt these will happen, but again, they're a possibility. So anyway, let's just get started. Our first trade is James Reimer to the Vegas Golden Knights in exchange for Calvin Pickard, and their backup goalie on the Golden Knights. Personally, I think that would be a somewhat good trade because Calvin Pickard is, I don't know, he's like 22, 23, something like that. So he's young. I mean, Reimer is like 28, 29. I mean, again, that's still kind of young too, don't get me wrong, but again, that's like really like once you hit 30 in the NHL, that's kind of when like your career like is at like its peak, and then like you start to fall like a little bit. So I mean, I think Calvin Pickard is like still like in that like he's still rising up there, and he's not at the climax quite yet, but yeah, so I think Calvin Pickard could be a good fit for the Panthers. He's young, he's ready, he's a solid goaltender. But speaking of solid goaltender, there's a couple of cons for Calvin Pickard. I mean, he's been good in the past for the Colorado Avalanche, but it just feels like last season he had a 9.0, what, like, I don't know, it was like under 9.05 or something like that. That kind of concerns me a little bit, and I know what you guys are saying. Oh, the Avs had 47 points, so they had no defense to back them up, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, you guys are right, don't get me wrong on that, but again, I mean, we have to have a goaltender that, like not just the defense are very essential, but I mean, like, you have to have a goaltender that could back them up as well, so I mean, you can't just, like, rely on your defense, like, all the time, like, your goalie is also part of it. So, I mean, that's what kind of concerns me, and another thing concerning me about Reimer leaving is, he's been playing very good for us last season. Once Luongo got hurt, Reimer stepped in. He proved himself. He had a great save percentage, great goals against average, so on. In the beginning of last season, yes, he was a little slow, but then he like came up a bit, and then he was like doing very well. He kept us in that playoff fights, but unfortunately we got eliminated. But still, I mean, so I think that could be a little con. But again, I mean, Vegas might take it, but I don't know if Florida will. I mean, I would honestly say if I were like Dale Talon, I would take it because again, I mean, personally, Reimer really didn't have any starting goaltending experience, and for example, Vegas has Fleury, and they could possibly get Reimer. So I mean, I think Reimer could be the future goalie of the Golden Knights. But again, I mean, Pickard. Again, I mean, the thing is with Pickard, once Luongo retires in like the next 3 or 4 years, Pickard will be on like in his late 20s. I mean, it depends. Does he have that experience yet? I mean, that's the thing. I mean, because Colorado had Satan Varlamov, and he's been playing exceptional. So I mean, you guys never know. I mean, you guys never know like what could happen. I mean, there's cons and pros to everything. I mean, so yeah. So I personally think I would trade Reimer to the Golden Knights in exchange for Calvin Pickard. So yeah, and it seems like there's more cons, but again, I think it'll be like for the benefit of this team, because again, Dale Talon says he wants to go young. They all want to go young, so I think trading away Reimer to Vegas will be a good sign. But again, Vegas could not take it too, because remember, they didn't play yet. They may look good on paper, but you never know. I mean, and you guys know how that went with the Panthers last season. But anyway, next trade or whatever is, and you guys might have looked on this on Twitter or even online. Matt Duchene coming to the Florida Panthers. Excuse me, but Matt Duchene coming to the Florida Panthers, and what I think of this, that will be amazing. That'll help our offensive lines, our power play. That'll really help our power play. And I mean, because he's a proven goal scorer, even though like Colorado was one of the worst teams last season, but Duchene has that metabolism in him, and he could score goals. So, yeah. But again, like I said, Colorado won't take the trade seriously. Florida won't just be like, oh, here's a second and fourth round pick for 2019, and can we have Duchene, please? No, it doesn't work like that, guys. We have to give up some quality players that have a future with the Panthers. And our first thing is, this might be the biggest, a first-round pick for the 2018 NHL entry draft. And I know, I mean, there's a bunch of players like McDavid, Ekblad, Matthews, Heischer, Patrick, I don't know, McKinnon, Taylor Hall, all those guys, Seth Jones or whatever, I mean, Dylan Larkin. They're all very good players, and I have a question. Can we be missing one of those players in the near future? Because, for example, if you guys go back to way back to the 2002 draft, I believe we traded away our first overall pick, and guess who that was? Guess who that was? Rick Nash, and look at him now. Look at him now. He's a goal scorer. In I believe the 2003 draft, I believe we owned that first overall pick. Guess who it was? Marc-Andre Fleury. He could have been Luongo's backup and been a Panther for his career, but no, we had to trade away. But we actually got Nathan Horton and Jay Bouwmeester, which that was pretty good. But anyway, I mean, and those were all first round picks, so I guess it wasn't that bad. I was over exaggerating a bit over there, but I mean, yeah, we might have to give, we might have to give up a first round pick for Duchene. And I would say maybe Jason Demers, because Colorado needs that defense. They need that defense, and it feels like Panther fans too, like, and the Panthers don't really need Demers. I mean, and it feels like he's a very good hockey player. Don't get me wrong on that, but I mean, it feels like he's getting like a little, like, I wouldn't say outdated, but it feels like he's like not like stepping up as he should be. So I would say maybe get Ian McCoshen or Mackenzie Weegar over there, and I mean, and trade Duchene with that first overall pick. And the next guy is, I'll either say Jared McCann or Jace Howerluck. I can't pronounce his name. And again, Jace Howerluck is the future of this team. I know. I mean, but again, he was selected 32nd overall in the 2014 draft, and he hasn't gotten a chance to play yet. So, I mean, I don't know. Is at the end as a Florida Panther, because every season it seems he's always in, guys. It seems like he's always in training camp. He's always like, doing all this stuff, and he's not making the team. Like, he's not like developing. I mean, and he's like, and he has to compete for the spot. And I know. I mean, I feel bad for the guy, but I mean, personally, I would say it'll go much easier for him in Jace Howerluck in Colorado. And I mean, yeah, and I mean, and if they want to get rid of Howerluck and saying, oh, he's the future of this franchise, whatever, Jared McCann, I would say he could possibly go there too, because I mean, McCann hasn't really gotten a lot of time on the ice last season, and he wasn't really playing for the Panthers, and most likely he'll be in the AHL again. So I think McCann should possibly go, and just saying, in my opinion, I would say maybe I'll let Howerluck go, to be honest with you, because I don't know, I just feel like Howerluck is not like really NHL ready, to be honest with you. I mean, no offense, but I don't think he's NHL ready. I think he has to develop in Colorado, say with a weaker franchise, so they'll play him, and then he'll gain that experience there, not just like go with the veteran young Florida Panthers team that like expects a lot. I mean, I don't want all the pressure on him. So personally, I think that will be good. Or I mean, maybe, I don't know, Florida could offer McCann and Howerluck. So I mean, that's just what I think. I'm sorry if I'm talking too much, but I mean, I'm just trying to state all the facts to you guys. Well, most of them, but I mean, now I'd like to hear what you guys think. I mean, if you think those are good trades, Reimer, Duchene, whatever, yeah, Reimer, Duchene, all that stuff. So I mean, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'd like to see you and I'll like to make another video. Maybe I would say in a few days maybe. I know like I told you guys I won't be making videos, but I mean, I don't know, because these things on Twitter are like popping up to me saying, all right, I have to make a video on this, I have to share it. So I mean, thank you guys so much, and I'll see you very soon. Goodbye.